Commanders training camp continued today under the hot summer sun. Our team coverage continues, so let's send it to Sports Director Craig Loper and James Catato up in Ashburn.
Certainly scorching temperatures today at day 3 of Washington Commanders training camp here in Ashburn. Welcome back. I'm Craig Loper. He is James Catato, and we're here. We are sweating. It's okay, because our job is not as hard as the guys on the field.
Imagine putting the pads on and the helmets and everything.
I don't want to. A long time ago, I did at one point, but not anymore. James, we're going to get to one of the best storylines, right? Brian Robinson Jr.
Yes.
Of this Commanders team. He was at the podium today, and he had just a crazy, really 11 months.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's so telling, right? Because sports is amazing in so many facets. Obviously, you have what happens on the field, and people really appreciate that. But the stuff that happens off the field, the community-oriented stuff, Brian Robinson has gone through so much after being shot twice from a carjacking. It's going to be a year next month, and he has had just the incredible comeback, the incredible journey. Even he said himself that now he's starting to feel like himself again.
You know, the shooting happened a day after the last preseason game. So that was literally the week before going to game week. So it was a very critical timing. But this year, you know, we're having to go through my second camp. I expect to, you know, have a great camp, and I expect to, you know, roll into the season with all the momentum in the world, just coming off a strong camp.
I mean, honestly, it's so amazing that B-Rob is starting to feel like B-Rob again, Craig. And you were there at the podium when Ron Rivera took the mic and was talking about this running back.
Yeah. Ron Rivera, obviously incredibly happy B-Rob has made a full recovery. But in terms of on the field, Rivera mostly excited about his versatility in Eric Bieniemy's offense. He's going to catch the ball a little bit more. And Brian Robinson himself opened up about what he wants to improve on in 2023.
They understand what Eric wants in terms of the way to practice and play. He wants speed out there. He wants quickness out there. And again, the idea is getting the ball into their hands quickly in space creates a lot of good things.
The next step for me as a runner is just being able to real life make those big explosive plays, like, you know, 50, 60-yard runs, touchdowns. You know, break off big runs to show people that I can run on the second and third levels. I can run past guys, and I can run for a lot of yards.
Let's talk to Daron Payne. He stepped to the microphone as well. We know that big extension that he got in this offseason. He is part of a 1-2 tandem, probably the best 1-2 tandem in defensive tackles in all of the NFL, right? John Allen and Payne. Here was Daron on his offseason and how he's feeling now going in with the big money.
Other than signing the deal and all of that stuff, it was the same for me. I was just training, doing my thing, and just getting ready for the season. I just want to go out there and take over games. Like, I want us to be the most dominant group on the field, like every game. Like, we got the capability to do that. We got a bunch of monsters on the edge, and then we got me, J.A., Ridgeway, and a whole bunch of other guys on the interior. So I feel like we got all the pieces we need to just take over games, dominate, and just like lead the team.
Payne getting the bag, definitely deserved to. Coming off a career year with sacks, 11.5 last year. So obviously, like you said, some of the best trench work in the NFL. But it's also about what's off the field with this Commanders team. Obviously, the fans bring the energy. We know this about these Commanders fans. But it's also about the team chemistry. You know, those UNC connections between Sam
There's
Howell.
A few of them on this team.
Yeah, absolutely. But Sam Howell, De'Ami Brown, we see him on the offensive side of the ball. Coach Rivera's hoping that brotherhood that you would see in like a college-type atmosphere, that translates to the entire locker room.
Really kind of cool to watch these guys, you know, take care of each other and be around one another, and that's something that's been pretty special. But we'll continue to do the different things that you can do to bond this group, and we need to, because it's important more so than anything else, because you know, these are guys that we're gonna go into the season with, and so continue to develop that cohesiveness is a big deal.
Ron Rivera certainly wants his guys unified, of course, on and off the field. Hopefully this team can come together and have a successful 2023 season, of course, what we're all hoping for. We are hoping to stop sweating at some point. So we're going to get off camera right now because I don't know what the temperature is, but it is hot up here, the hottest day we've had so far, and it's time to get out of here. So for James Catato, I'm Craig Loper for the Sports Wrap.